Perfection is the enemy. That is a number one proof point that I have seen through high achievers and those that are stuck in the mud. My name is James DeLucia. I have mentored and run organizations for the last 30 years, and I'm going to share what that really means and why it can be an unlock for you. If you step back for a second, we think about the challenges that exist in your life, things that you are trying to accomplish. Specifically, get things done, build things, create things, whether it's an art project, it's a paper you're writing, it's a book creating, maybe it's a business, maybe it's an idea that you're trying to pull together in order to share it. When I was working on becoming an Ironman, I had never swam really in open water, just for fun in pools. I never really swam any distance at all. And I had cycled, right? I had done some road biking, but not tremendous, not a super long distance. And I had run a marathon, but we're doing all these things together in an Ironman. And so when I put my training program together, the intent was to build up, not to be perfect, but to grow into it, to train into it. And that's what we did. And it worked out, and ended up doing a half Ironman, then full Ironmans, events of Ironman distance. And that's what we did. And what I can share is when I lead my teams and we're working with large scale organizations and engineering teams, sometimes the most brilliant individuals don't achieve their goals, their annual goals, their targets for that month or that day. It's because they're thinking through it so much, and they're so smart, and they're like, this is what's going to happen if I do this, and then this is what's going to happen, and then I'm not ready for that yet. Well, of course you're not ready for that yet. You haven't gotten there yet. You don't have the experience from that moment, those stacking of moments together. You haven't met the people that would help you to get to those other steps. And so they're so busy about planning and controlling all the factors 2, 3, 4, 5 steps down the road that they never make step one. And the young woman or young man, or those that are just optimistic, they'll be like, I'm going to climb that mountain, and the first thing I'm going to do is take a step. And then I'm taking another step. And I might trip over that root. And then I'm going to take another step and continue. And so as you're thinking about these progressions, we're doing so, one, with the knowledge that we don't know how to get to where we're going 100%. We know where we're going, and we know that there's going to be things we're going to have to figure out. There's no guarantee that that step won't be a good step, or we're going to trip on a root, but we know we're going to adjust, and we're capable of that. So everybody's a high performer who launches great things. Elon Musk is a great example. 3 of his great rockets blew up, and then the 4th didn't. That is progression. That is accepting that perfection really is the enemy. When you are seeking perfection, whether in a relationship, in how you live your life, you're always going to be heavily judging yourself. But also, the biggest problem with this is you're living in fear. You're living in fear the entire time that you're going to do something that's wrong. Of course you are. You're human, right? We learn things. If it wasn't true, then you'd be a machine. Because a machine, a computer, it does the same task over and over repeatedly. And the only time computers fail, is when a human gets involved, because it changes what that machine and computer is doing. So perfection is the enemy. For one, it removes your ability to accept that you don't know everything going forward. It removes your acceptance that I might trip or I might fail at a step. And that's okay. That is actually part of the process. When you unlock yourself from this prison and accept that I don't need to know everything, I need to know how to do the next step. I need to be confident, because I will not stop. I will execute, and I will ask for help. I will learn. I will proceed ahead. That is how high performers, people that build things that you see and use every day, did it. You know, Thomas Edison, the 10,000 experiments for the light bulb. Pick an inventor, pick an artist, pick something amazing in the world. They all were built upon mistakes that they made, that they learned, that they studied through, and they overcame. So, if you would like to be a high performer, 1, accept that perfection is the enemy. Embrace a culture that allows you to fail in small steps, right? Fail a little. Persist. Don't allow yourself to say, well, I failed at that, so I am done. No. If you want to do and reach your goal, the failure is just part of the process. We're going to take the next step after that. And we're going to pivot. We're going to learn. We're going to adjust. That is what we need. If you are a leader, you need to build that culture of allowing for safe failures to occur towards the goal, right? You need to work with them. You need to create systems and an environment that encourages it. That doesn't mean we completely fail because we're just sloppy. No, it means that best effort, best knowledge, here we go. This is the outcome. If you do that, you'll empower your team. They will carry on without you being present. They will trust that you as the leader will support them if things go awry and they need help. And yes, they will succeed with your support and participation. Dogs, you got this.